Thank you for logging on to this broadcast on wellscountyvoice.com. Since the onset of COVID-19, we have all had to experience social distancing. And this is true with high school sporting events. Our school administrators are doing their best to keep our kids, teachers, administration, and their families healthy. We are honored to be a part of the solution to contain and overcome this, as well as promote our student athletes. We wouldn't be able to bring this broadcast to you if it wasn't for our sponsors you hear throughout the broadcast. Please shop their businesses, use their services, and tell them thank you.
Welcome to the jungle as the Tigers come in with a record of 7-1, looking to go 8-1 to finish up the year. It is time for the Billy Ann Supper Pub pregame show. Billy Ann Supper Pub in downtown Bluffton is your local source for Tex-Mex and American food and some of the best burgers in the area. Located at 113 North Main Street in Bluffton, Billy Ann's Supper Pub. Again, Tigers 7-1, coming off a record performance last week against Prairie Heights, who was a late fill-in replacement for Adams Central. But, Sim, you got to play who's on the field.
That's right.
And play they did. They put up some big numbers. We had a record day for Bobby Malcolm on the receiving side. Hayden Nern posted some, I think it was a record for
two records
for what, total yards in the season? And total
completions for a season, and maybe total yards. Yeah, I think so.
So 3 records broken, and a team record in total offensive yards in a ball game. They broke it by 6 yards. Not that we were counting going down the stretch. Yeah, actually we were counting going down the stretch. As the second team came in after one drive in the second half and got just enough to put us over the top.
They were at 480-some yards in the first half, so it was quite a game.
I think they had to get to 565 to break it, and they got to 571, if I remember right.
We saved the stats from last week. See if I got the right. Yeah, 571 yards.
So records falling last week. Bobby Malcolm, a big 4-touchdown night, like 280-some yards. That's not bad when you're averaging 70 yards per
at
reception.
one point I think he was averaging over 60 yards a reception.
So big night for the Tigers last night as the 7-1 Tigers take on the 2-6 Lakeland Lakers. Lakeland is coached by Ryan O'Shea in his first year at Lakeland. Coach Kunkel has raised his record to 26-15 in his 4th year here at Bluffton. Bluffton comes in with a staggering rating of 52.6. They're 21st in Class 2A. Lakeland comes in just a touch under 20. They're 55th in 3A. I wouldn't have thought they were a 3A
I didn't think
school.
they were that big either.
Wow. In the last outing, Lakeland fell to Fairfield 42-0. Bluffton took care of Prairie Heights 64-13 versus common foes. Both teams are 1-0. That is Prairie Heights is the common foe. Strictest schedule looks like this. Lakeland's opponents are 24-34. Tigers' opponents, not a great opponent record. 22-41 are the Tigers' opponents. Over the last 35 years, these teams, I don't think that's right. Let me just check that. Well, we're going to pause for the national anthem. We got a breakaway.
I think it's a school song right now.
Okay, school song. Well, we'll just hang out for the school song. Yeah, so they said over the last 35 teams, these teams are 1-1, but that is not true.
They've only played once, right?
They've only played once. Well, maybe there was a sectional game. Because the Tigers won last year 7-2.
Well, I was hoping you would ask me that question tonight. That was one I knew I could get right.
Well, you wouldn't have gotten it right because you would have.
No, you would have asked me. Well, you would have said
they played twice.
Yeah.
And would you have gone 1-1?
I probably wouldn't have. I probably would have went 2-0.
Well, it must have been a long time ago because I don't even see it on any of the previous. But 1-1 over the last 35 years. Last meeting was 7-2.
7-2.
So we were talking about this before the game started. You don't remember going.
I don't.
I don't remember you not being there.
It must have not have been a very rememberable game.
Well, it was a
then.
memorable game. All right, we're going to break away.
Hello, this is Tim Steffen Financial Group. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving forward. We must balance staying safe and moving forward towards our needs and goals. We are here to help you with your future planning. Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana, would like to help you with your retirement, Roth IRAs, investments, and savings plans. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Rhonda Vandentop, 260-824-8175. And at that same location is Tim Steffen Insurance. We like to help folks with their personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Corporate headquarters in OSJ 9000 Keystone Crossing, 7th floor, Indianapolis, Indiana 467240. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
American Mortgage Service Company, located at 1169 North Main Street in Bluffton. We specialize in helping individuals realize their dream of homeownership by providing a top-notch, best mortgage experience. We offer a wide variety of loan programs and the most current rates available. Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 260-353-3300 or apply online at bluffton.americanmortgage.com. That's 260-353-3300.
This is not an offer for the extension of credit or a commitment to lend. American Mortgage, NMLS ID 8246. Angie Top, NMLS ID 478736. Jessica Best, NMLS ID 613932. American Mortgage is an equal housing lender.
Okay, so we're just thinking back last year when I evidently went up to Lakeland, a 7-2 game, and Sim said, well, it wasn't very memorable what it was, but it actually was, because I don't know if I were to ask you, Sim, last year, whose record did Bobby Malcolm break? It was a receiver from last year for the Tigers.
See,
Kane Thornton.
Kane Thornton, okay.
Okay, so he broke Kane's record, and in that game in Lakeland, Kane got thrown out of the game on a personal foul call. He got tossed. Well, what happens is because you get tossed, you can't play the next week.
That's right.
And next week, it was sectional
week
here, and Kane was not available. That was his senior year. And
I do remember that now. I think I might have.
And we actually they went back and they looked at our footage of that play, and it was kind of, right at the end of the play, and they were kind of pulling people up off the, people were coming up off the pile, and I mean, I couldn't see anything, looking at the footage, and they even sent our footage of that play to the IHSAA to appeal the decision, and of course, I mean, we all know it got upheld, and Kane was not available for that sectional game.
I do remember. I don't. For some reason, I don't remember the field or anything like that. Normally I can remember press boxes and fields, but I remember that play now. So I was there.
I think you were there.
But man, I'm drawing a blank on the whole game. That's not good.
And I think we after the game, we went to go get something to eat. Nobody cares about this listening to the broadcast. They're like, what do we care? We went to get something to eat, and we were in line forever. Anyway, doesn't matter. They won 7-2. Kane got thrown out. Tigers lose the sectional. All right, end the story. Okay, back to real news. So Lakeland, let's talk about Lakeland. 2-6. They picked up wins again against Prairie Heights, 27-13, and they knocked off West Noble, 41-21. They have been shut out 3 times this year. Wawasee shut them out 42-0. Cherubusco shut them out 43-0. And Fairfield last week shut them out 42-0. They also have losses to Garrett, 39-18, to Angola, 49-27, and at Central Noble, 35-14. They have drawn Mishawaka Marion in their sectional. Of course, the Tigers drew Eastside, so not a great draw if you're a Tiger fan.
The only upside to that is we're playing here.
We're playing here.
So.
The other upside would be if you win, you should have a pretty good shot at getting into the sectional final. So, yeah. These guys aren't going to leave that light.
No kidding. That was sort of annoying last week. The opposing coaches left the light on.
Left the light on, yeah. And again, nobody listening cares, but those are the things we deal with. 7-1 Tigers taking on the 2-6 Lakeland Lakers. Sim, why don't we go ahead and give the starters as we think they will be.
As we think they are. Tonight on the offense for the Tigers, your offensive line will be number 75, Garrett Pauley at one tackle. The other tackle will be number 72, Jacob Landis. The guards are number 79, Will Ball, and number 58, Cameron Farmer. Center will be number 52, Reese Johnson. Quarterback, of course, number 1, Hayden Nern. And then all of the skill players, the Y will be number 2, Seth Bennett. The F, number 12, Alec Reif. The X will be number 20, Bobby Malcolm. Z, number 84, Chase Gibson. And A, with number 24, Cody Middlestead. Then on the defensive side, the defensive line, the ends are number 75, Garrett Pauley, and number 72, Jacob Landis. The nose tackle, number 58, Cameron Farmer. Linebackers, outside linebackers tonight will be number 15, John Ringer. Number 44, Kane Moore. Inside linebackers, 52, Reese Johnson. Inside linebacker number 63, Caden King. Cornerbacks, 24, Cody Middlestead. Number 2, Seth Bennett. And the safeties are number 19, Alec Reif, and number 37, Cody Kinsey. So for those of you that caught that, we do have a couple number changes tonight with John Ringer went from number 45 to number 15, and Cody Kinsey from number 3 to number 37.
And we are in the infamous green jerseys.
Yeah.
Green jerseys with black numbers just to make things extra difficult for us.
Never done PA for football, so it could be interesting. Yeah.
We'll see if we can go 8 for 8.
That's right.
On the coin
That's right,
toss.
on the coin toss. Well, I think it's 7 for 7 because we didn't do the South Adams game.
Oh, that's right.
Red numbers are even.
Well, this will be the 8th game we've
right,
done.
Okay,
so.
right, you're right. All right, I stand corrected. The crew, 4 across, walked the entire length of the football field in single file formation, which I've never seen before. That must be a rule somewhere you're supposed to do that. And here's the coin toss, and
The Tigers
they have won
it again.
the toss again, and they defer. 8 for 8.
8 for 8. It's worked every time.
Not to throw out the kiss of death, but
Yeah, we don't know what happened on week 3. Don't care what happened week 3.
we won't even acknowledge week 3. So Tigers win the toss again. They elect to defer, so we'll see number 37 tonight, Cody Kinsey, kick off. See if that extra number impacts his distance of his kick.
We do have, looks like we have a little bit of wind tonight, blowing from south to north, maybe southwest to northeast.
So this kick will be blowing into the wind.
Yeah.
Furlough and number 9, Dion Marshall. Kick it off for the Tigers, Cody Kinsey.
So Marshall and was it Barlow, maybe? Number 7.
Burlow.
Burlow.
And Marshall deep. Kinsey will kick off. And we are just about underway here at the Jungle. Tigers looking for win number 8. And there it is. Into the wind, fielded about the 10, 15, 20, 25. Up the gut, 30, still on his feet, 50. In the Tiger territory, brought down near the 45. So Marshall with a big return. And great field position for the Lakers to open up the ball game.
Yeah, Cody Kinsey with the tackle on that.
So Tigers defense now working out of their own territory, 1st and 10 Lakeland. They'll put a man in motion, and he'll hand off. Tries to turn the corner, and the Tigers are going to drag him down for a loss. That's Bryce Allhouse, number 32 on the carry. Going to lose 2. It's 2nd down and 12. Quarterback is Colton Isaacs. So Isaacs is the starting quarterback. One of the receivers. Pick up some of the skill players here in a minute as we didn't get starters. Man in motion. They bump into each other in the backfield, but they break through into the secondary. 1st down pickup all the way to the 35. Bennett on the tackle. And Lakers on the move here. So Tigers, the 2 and 6 Lakeland Lakers, all the way down to the Tiger 35. They've been shut out 3 times this year, but they're knocking on the door here early. 3 receiver set, 2 backs. And this time, Tigers will drop Allhouse for a loss. So we've had a couple of, we've had 2 runs for a loss and a run for a 13-yard gain. 2nd down and 11.
1 yard. 2nd down and 11.
Tigers have had a number of bend but don't break situations this year. Let's see if they can come up with one again tonight. 10:16 to go here in the first. First drive of the night. 4 receiver set, drops back, and a little bit too high. Good defense on the sideline. Incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 11.
It's good to see the Tigers finish that play off. You let that receiver know you're there. Next time he's going to think, when he runs that out route, he's going to get hit.
Now Shifley was the intended receiver. So 3rd and 11. Could be 4-down territory for Lakeland. They'll put a man in motion, and Isaacs is going to pull it down, keep it himself. And Tigers, it'll spin around. It's going to be close. You're probably looking at a 4th down situation for Lakeland. On the keeper, it's going to be 4th down and about a yard and a half.
Cody Kinsey on the tackle. 4th and 1 for the Lakers.
It's a big stand here for the defense. And
so that offensive line of Lakeland's been able to open up a couple of holes. 4th, and we'll call it 2. Now hands off to Allhouse, and the final push might have gotten him there. I think they're going to give it to him. And it is Laker 1st down.
Bryce Allhouse with the carry of 3 yards. Good enough for a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 Lakers as they keep the drive alive. Convert the 4th down. And Tigers defense goes back to work. Isaac in the shotgun. Twins either side. And he'll spin around after keeping it. Being chased, looking downfield, and overthrew his receiver.
Colin Isaac's pass to Mark Burlew is incomplete.
Looking for Burlew, number 7.
Second down.
Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
So both of Isaac's passes so far have been a little on the
bit on the high
strong side.
Yep. A little high, a little on the strong side. You're right. But I think good throws in both cases could have resulted in completions. So they'll stack it up on the far side, I formation. And they'll hand off to the tailback, and a nice little chunk of yardage there, about 6. 3rd and 4.
I'm going to get 44, but I don't know. That's my best guess.
Now we'll call it 3rd and 5.
Tackle on the play by 44.
They got to get to the 19. They're sitting at the 20.
19-yard line.
They got to get to the 14. They're sitting at the
About the
19. Clock down to 8:32, so we've whittled away some time here in the first quarter.
To you for the tackle, if that's all right.
3rd and 5. See if they keep it on the ground here. They will. They'll hand it off to Allhouse, and Allhouse will stumble forward for a few. And it's going to be 4th down and...
Well, they didn't give him much there. Maybe a
Yeah, he must
maybe a
have
yard.
his knee must have hit
Yeah.
pretty early. Got about a yard. 4th and 4, so big 4th down here. So big play here. We'll stay in that I formation. Boy, you don't see the I very often
No.
in high school football. He's going to roll right, looking left, and it's complete and a 1st down.
Isaac's pass to
Throw was low, but they pulled it in. And 1st and 10 Lakeland as they another 4th down conversion keeps things going. So it looks like they like to roll that quarterback out, throw on the run, and again they go back into the I formation. 1st and 10 Lakeland. And boy, just following his blockers there all the way down, and there may be a fumble.
Tigers recover.
Tigers recover after the fumble, and that's one way to shut it down.
Yep.
It's like 37 recoveries.
Cody Kinsey
Allhouse with the carry.
with his new 37 number. He may want to keep that number for another week.
7. Cody Kinsey. Be 1st and 10 for the Tigers from the 2-yard line.
Pulls in the fumble, and the Tigers will get the football back, but they got a long stretch of field in front of them. Starts out at the 3. And coach is going to empty the backfield on the first play of the game. 5 receivers set, triplets on the near side, twins on the far side to put a man in motion, and just a little pitch cuts it back inside just a yard or 2.
Nerds pass to Cody Middlestead. It's good for no gain.
77.
Good for 1 yard.
2nd down and 9 after the 1-yard gain.
77. Miguel Delopez.
Well, now call it no gain. So no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. Maybe got a half a yard.
Yeah, looking at the sticks on the far side, maybe a half.
So 2nd and a long 9. Now they'll go to a 2-back set. Nern will hand it off and gets through the first line of defense. That'll cross the 10. It's going to be a little bit short of the 1st down. It's going to set up 3rd down and about 2.
Cody Middlestead
But gets them out of the end zone
7
now.
yards on the play. Tackles by number 35.
What a big 3rd down coming up here.
Yep.
This is one of those where do you keep it on the ground? Do you put it in the air? You know, Hayden's got kind of a history of needing to get a few throws under his belt. Needs a block.
Oh.
Gets it. Gets it outside. That will be a 1st down.
Well, they almost had him bottled up in the backfield, but Cody was able to get around it.
He got one block to spring him a little bit. And that's all he needed is the Tigers will move the sticks. But, boy, that looked tough for a little bit.
Bluffton Tiger, 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers on the 17-yard line.
So Tigers 1st and 10 as they move the sticks. 5:38 to go here in the first. This could be a very quick first down, or first quarter. Triplets out on the far side, single back set. And they'll keep it on the ground. Gets hit hard at the 20, falls forward to the 21. Pick up a 4. It's going to be 2nd down and 6.
I'd like to see him take a shot here. You know, get Malcolm running on a post.
I think they're trying to lull him into a little bit of sleep here. Twins either side. 2nd down and 6. And Nern's going to keep it, but I don't think they not wanted to do that. No gain. It's going to be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, the option was well defended there.
35 and 32. 75 and 32.
Number 75, Jaron Fry, and number 32, Bryce Elhouse.
3rd down and 6. Triplets on the near side, and Nern's going to drop back. And really well covered downfield and just had to throw it away. And 4th down, Tigers are going to have to punt.
That brings the Tigers to 4th down and 6.
Well, I tell you what, Sim, looks like we got a ball game going on here. Kinsey will come on and punt. Now remember, he's going to be punting. Well, the flags are still right now. At the start of the game, he would have been kicking into the wind.
Oh.
And that is going to be about a 3-yard punt.
That didn't work out so well.
You know, Cody's done that a lot, where he just kind of rolls out.
Looking to see if he can maybe try for the first down.
He always gets a pretty good kickoff, but not this time.
After the punt, it is 1st and 10, Lakeland.
So Lakeland will have it on the Tiger 26. Put a man in motion. Isaacs will pull it down, keep it. And then Tigers will drop him. He'll pick up about 1. Good penetration by the Tiger defense.
That was. And
yeah, they're going to give him 2.
the one line judge marked it at the 25 and the other one at the 24, and the one at the 24 won out, even though the run came to this side. So.
Yeah, you would think that judge had a little better look at it, but 2nd down and 8. Get a man in motion, and Tigers will shut this down short. No gain.
It looks like a loss of about 1, maybe.
Yeah, maybe lost a yard.
Caleb Silvers on the carry. Tackle on the play by number 52.
21 on the carry, Caleb Sellers.
That brings the Lakeland Lakers to 3rd and 9.
So 3rd and 9. And it's always an interesting spot on the field. They've had a little bit of luck throwing the football. And boy, got a lot of room in front of him if he wants to pull it down, but threw it behind him. I think he should have ran.
Yeah, and looks like he could have gained 6 or 7 yards pretty easy there.
So 4th and 9.
Colton Isaac's pass was intended to number 26, Brock Marabes.
Looking for Marabes.
It's incomplete. 4th down and 9.
2:29 to go here in the first quarter. No score. We've been in Tiger territory literally the whole quarter. The opening kick was run down to the Tiger 45. Drops back, has a man downfield, and that's going to be enough.
I can't tell if it's 24 or 45.
I think that was Burlew on the reception, and once again, that's the third fourth down conversion, Sim, and this time it was 4th and 9, and they convert again, and another 1st and 10 now at the 14.
After play, it is 1st and 10 for Lakeland.
So the Lakers really dominating this first quarter so far. Tigers did manage to get a turnover on a fumble, and a pitch out on the right side, flag on the play. That's going to be a hold.
Bryce Allhouse with the carry. But there are flags on the
Allhouse on the carry, but that's going to come back.
I don't know, number 7 held, so.
First penalty of the game. Mark it off at the spot of the foul. So it's going to be about 1st and 17 now. So 1st and 17.
After the penalty, it's 1st and 18 for the Lakers. Ball on the 22-yard line. Turn that up, you said.
So they're stacked up on the far side, back to the eye. Isaacs rolls out again, looking downfield, and this time well defended. Incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 17.
That was pretty congested over on that side of the field.
Yeah, they're on that far hash mark.
And then everyone rolling that way.
No score, 145 in the first quarter. And timeout Lakeland. We'll take a timeout. Be right back.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. Professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers on North Main Street in Bluffton, where personal service and trust become part of the memory.
Game of Defiance for the college. First time he ever did it.
Ossian State Bank takes great pride supporting our local football programs. We are the only community bank headquartered in Wells County. We've had the same name and downtown location for over 108 years. Ossian State Bank has given in excess of $1 million of contributions back to the community. We are locally owned and operated by many of your friends and neighbors. Stop in soon to see what makes Ossian State Bank special. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Sim, let's go ahead and thank a sponsor here.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Our physical therapy professionals specialize in rehabilitation due to injury, surgery, stroke, disease, or other condition. They will customize a plan just for you. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, visit indianapt.com.
Well, on that play, Tigers threw Allhouse for a short loss, and it's going to be 3rd and long. So it'll remain 3rd and 17, maybe lost a half a yard there. Big hit by the Tigers, knocked his helmet off.
Brings up 3rd and long for the Lakers.
So another big 3rd down. Again, remember, Lakeland has converted 4 fourth downs already in this ball game. 3rd and 17. Twins on the far side, looking downfield, has a man open, but knocked away. Boy, that ball hung up for a little while, Sim.
It did. That was a dangerous pass.
And it's 4th and 17. Looking for Marshall. Keelan Marshall.
Kinsey broke it up.
So 4th and long. See if they can convert their fourth down conversion in the first quarter. And it's going to be a halfback option. He keeps it and brought down. Ball's fumbled, and Tigers pick it up.
Immaterial. It's fourth down anyhow.
Yep,
so
fourth down anyway. So technically, the Tigers will get their second fumble recovery of the evening. You know, as Marshall, it looked like it was going to be an option play or a halfback option sort of play, but
yeah, when it first started, I thought it was going to be a halfback pass.
See if the Tigers can get any offense going. Didn't get much going on their last set. Oh, dropped. Boy, that was picked, but dropped. Isaacs had it right in his gut.
I think he was looking at the end zone as he tried to come down with that and just didn't finish the catch.
So Tigers struggling a little bit here. Second down and 10. Two-back set, Twins on the far side. And Nern's going to keep it. And he's going to pick up about 9 yards. So third and short. It's a long one. He's got to get beyond the 25.
Nern looks a little shaken up there.
Yeah, he does. And they're going to let the quarter run out, give him a little bit of a break. So at the end of the first quarter, no score. We'll take a break, be right back.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
American Mortgage Service Company, located at 1169 North Main Street in Bluffton. We specialize in helping individuals realize their dream of homeownership by providing a top-notch, best mortgage experience. We offer a wide variety of loan programs and the most current rates available. Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 260-353-3300 or apply online at bluffton.americanmortgage.com. That's 260-353-3300.
This is not an offer for the extension of credit or a commitment to lend. American Mortgage, NMLS ID 8246. Angie Top, NMLS ID 478736. Jessica Best, NMLS ID 613932. American Mortgage is an equal housing lender.
Sim, let's thank a sponsor.
Hoosier Creek Farms, an online meat market providing a variety of locally raised 100% grass-fed or grain-fed beef, pork, and poultry. Delivery available or pickup in Bluffton or Huntington. HoosierCreekFarmsLLC.com.
After the end of the first quarter, Tigers will come back out onto the field. It's going to be third down and 1 for Hayden Nern and his squad. Tigers will bring 2 backs out there, Middlestead, and I'm assuming that's Kane Moore. We got numbers that, and the Tigers are going to move. First penalty for the Tigers and not in a good spot. First penalty for the Tigers, second penalty of the night.
After the penalty, it's third down and 6.
So now it's going to be 3rd and 6. Tigers have not been able to get out of Bluffton territory for the entirety of this football game. So Nern directing a little bit of traffic here. They got to hustle. Only 9 seconds left on the play clock. 6 seconds. And it'll drop back. You got triplets on the far side. A little bit of pressure rolling. And incomplete. It's going to be 4th down, and Tigers are going to have to punt the football away. Last time, Cody got off a 5-yarder.
Hayden Nern's pass is incomplete. That brings up 4th down and 6. Back deep on the return is number 7.
Well, Sim, right now, it looks like the Lakeland defenders have kind of bottled up the passing offense for the Tigers.
Yeah, they sure have. Everything's been covered really well.
And Kinsey with a great kick this time. And good return coming. And once again, we will stay in Tiger territory as they'll bring it back inside the Tiger 50 to the 47. So good punt, but good return. And you know what that is, Sim? That is really good blocking by Lakeland, not allowing the Tiger defenders to get downfield, because that kick was sky high. Plenty of time for our tacklers to get downfield. That's good upfront work by Lakeland. So 1st and 10 for Lakeland on the Tiger 47. And Allhouse will finally get pushed back, but it's going to get to about the 44. Second and 7. It has been 4-down territory all game long for Lakeland. Allhouse has gotten the bulk of the carries for Lakeland. Isaacs completed a couple passes downfield. And this will get blown down. Call it timeout. Didn't like something. We'll take a break.
Creek Farms, an online meat market, has a heart for people and a focus to provide a variety of locally raised, 100% grass-fed or grain-fed beef, pork, and poultry. Their shopping experience is easy. Simply visit HoosierCreekFarmsLLC.com, fill up your cart with high-quality, locally raised meats, and choose to have it delivered in an insulated box right to your front door. Or you can pick it up in Bluffton or Huntington. You can find recipes and cooking tips by following them on Facebook and Instagram. Begin cooking with confidence. Hoosier Creek Farms, high quality, locally raised meats. HoosierCreekFarmsLLC.com.
Northwood Computer is your hometown computer service store. Visit Northwood Computer at 3016 East State Road 124 in Bluffton. Northwood Computer has the friendliest and most knowledgeable staff and the best service and support to keep you coming back for all of your computer needs. They specialize in spyware and virus removal and repairs on all makes of notebooks and desktops. Get your new Dell notebook or desktop system at Northwood Computer with many new and used systems in stock. Northwood Computer can get you up and going fast. Phone 824-5652 and let Northwood Computer handle all of your computer needs. Northwood Computer, 824-5652.
2nd down and 7 for Lakeland. 10:54 to go in the second. No score. 2-6 Lakers. Giving Bluffton all they can handle so far in this first half. Isaacs pulls it down himself, looking to the far sideline. Tigers will come up and defend, and it'll gain about 2. Give him 1, 3rd down and 6. Kane Moore on the tackle.
3rd down and 6 for Lakeland.
Again, probably 4-down territory. This especially given that the Tigers' offense hasn't been able really to get anything going. Whole game has been in Tiger territory. Every minute of the game. And another flag on the play. This is going to push it back 5. That pushes it back to the 48. It's going to be 3rd down and 11.
After the penalty, 3rd down and 11 for the Lakers. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Clock running down to 10 minutes. No score on the Nick Huffman with Steffen Group Real Estate scoreboard. And Isaacs will spin around. Tigers putting pressure on, drops the football, and the Tigers will drop him. We are finally out of Bluffton territory.
And that'll probably force a punt.
Yep, that'll force a punt.
So maybe that'll get the Tigers fired up here. It was almost the 3rd fumble of the game.
It was, yeah.
Isaacs dropped it, was able to pick it back up.
That's a big punter back there.
Yeah, it is.
Line drive punt. If they can field it on the hop, should have good return possibilities. 30, cuts to the outside, 35, 40, 45, still on his feet, 50, down the sideline, and finally pushed out of bounds. There we go. Middlestead, and you knew that line drive kick, line drive punt should give him some good return opportunities, and it did.
That brings up 1st down and 10 for the Tigers.
And finally, we will play football in the Lakeland side of the football field. 9:03, still no score. Everything the Tigers have done offensively has been on the ground. They'll stack it up on the far side. Triplets. And pitch out. Some pretty decent blocking. Springs them forward to about the 44. I didn't think there was anything there, but
well, it sure didn't look like
somebody opened up a hole for him.
The tackle by number 9, Deion Marshall.
Close to 5 yards pickup. I'm going to call it 2nd and 5. Triplets stacked up on the far side. Fakes the pitch, a little counter, nothing. Little counter to Alex Rife, and that's going to lose a few. Now it's 3rd and 7.
The Lakers line had a lot of penetration on that, and, on that inside little counter. He didn't have much room to work.
Did he drop it?
I couldn't tell from my vantage point.
So big 3rd down, 3rd and 7. Nern in a 2-back set. He's going to pass out of the 2-back set. Steps up in the pocket. Throws it out to Middlestead. Cody's got 1st down yardage and more. Still on his feet. 20, 15 down inside the 15 to the 13. Middlestead. Tigers in the red zone, looking for the first strike of the night. They'll mark it at the 15.
I like that little screen pass.
Yeah, we just haven't gotten anybody out in space yet, and that's really the first time they got somebody out in space. Triplets on the far side, single receiver on the near side, Middlestead alongside Nern. And the option, Nern will keep it. And couple yard gain.
Hayden Nern's keeper is good for 3 yards.
2nd down and 7. Mark it at the 12.
79. Alex Pelham.
7:10 and counting to go here in the first half. No score. Same formation will move Middlestead over to the left. Nern looking downfield. Has a man wide open. Can he get into the end zone? Touchdown! Tigers. Middlestead just leaked him out, Sim.
Just threw a little floater.
Sat in some open space. Hayden was looking downfield at his triplets on the far side. Didn't see anything. Finally went to his relief valve. Found Cody, and Cody finds his way into the end zone. Tigers take a 6-0 lead. As Kinsey will line up for the extra point. High snap, gets it down, gets it up, gets it through. And with that, at the 6:39 mark, Bluffton strikes first. We'll be right back.
We're here at Craigville Appliance. We just wanted to say to all the fall athletes, good luck on this season. Be safe, be strong, compete to the highest level. Always practice good sportsmanship. If moms and dads, I know it's time, washer and dryer season, we'll take care of you here at Craigville Appliance. We can deliver it, install it, no big deal here at Craigville Appliance. Good luck. Have a great season. Compete to the highest level.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster.
7-0 Tigers. Kinsey will kick it off. A little bit of wind at his back. End over end, fielded at the 5, dropped, picked back up. Can the Tigers pin him in? No. Gets outside, across the 25 to about the 27. Boy, it looked like he was going to spring that for something longer there for a second.
I mean, on a bobble like that, you would have thought the Tigers could have had maybe a little better coverage downfield. But
I tell you what, that's just really good blocking on the special teams part. Lakeland's been pretty good at that front. So 7-0 Tigers, 6:31 to go in the first half. Isaacs will pull it down. Tigers have him bottled up in the backfield. He'll spin away and pick up a yard. 2nd down and 9. Next week, we'll be back home as the Tigers open up sectional play against Eastside, which is going to be a tough matchup for the Tigers. We'll look at that section a little bit more in detail at halftime. Eastside, along with the Tigers, clearly in the top 3 of that sectional. Lakeland will spread it out a little bit. They'll hand it off. Big room. And that's going to be enough for a first down. Allhouse will move the sticks.
Allhouse with the carry about 10 yards of play. Good for a first down. Tackle on the play by number 12, Alec Wright. A 1st and 10 for the Lakers. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Allhouse, a senior, 5'9", 190 pounds. So 1st and 10 Lakers. Isaacs keeps it. Tigers, boy, just continues to go. That is going to be almost an 8-yard gain. And he got bumped all along the way, but just kept moving.
Yeah, they had hit him almost at the line of scrimmage, and he just kept fighting and scratching and clawing.
So 2nd down and 2. Isaacs will hand off to Allhouse. And boy, they keep their feet turning.
Yep.
Bryce Allhouse on the carry.
Going to be about a yard shy.
Down by number 52, Reese Johnston.
Boy, it's not. That's almost a first down. They may need to measure that. Boy, I'd measure that. That is very close.
No kidding.
That is
literally, that football's right.
That is just right there.
48-yard line.
3rd and inches. And Isaacs will keep it himself, and that'll be enough. So 1st and 10, Lakeland.
2 yards. 1st and 10 for the Lakers.
Nose of the ball right at midfield. 4 minutes.
It's been an extremely fast first half.
Yes, it has. Back to the eye. They'll hand off to the tailback. Ball's on the ground and nobody knew it.
Fumble on the play. Fumble was recovered by number 11, Colton Isaacs. There'll be a loss of 3 yards.
Well, one of the Tiger defenders had their helmet yanked off. Fans and the sidelines were screaming for a flag, but they didn't get it. That ball got fumbled. It was literally sitting right next to a Tiger, and he didn't know it.
He didn't realize it.
He was standing right by it.
I mean, from where the play ended and where the fumble was at, that ball went about 7 yards back. And
just get the play off. And
you got a flag on the play.
Got a flag on the play.
A false start.
Well, again, I'm going to remind everybody that last year, Kane Thornton got thrown out of this game. It obviously got a little heated during the contest. I never quite did get the full story of what happened, but it was enough for some either words said or pushing and shoving after the play had ended.
And it was, if I remember correctly, it was a quick ejection, too. I mean, there was no talking. He was just tossed out of the game.
Just tossed out. They're both of them. Both Lakeland kid and Kane got thrown out. 2nd and 18. Looking downfield, has a man open. And Burlew with the big reception down to the 20. Kinsey or Bennett on the tackle.
Lakeland's trying to hurry this up.
They are hurrying up. So hurry up offense for Lakeland. And a pitch out, got room ahead of them, but cut down. Nicely done. And a flag.
Ball's on the carry. Tackled by 37, Cody Kinsey. There are flags on the play.
About has to be a hold. Yep.
Yep, it's a hold.
When you see them move a flag like that, it's normally what it is.
Yeah, you got to take this.
After after the penalty be first down and 15.
So that'll make it first and 15 after you mark it off from the spot of the foul. I mean, that hold almost looked like it was further downfield than the tackle.
I think it was. There, that was a good penetration by the Tiger defense.
House is taken down in the backfield by number 58, Cameron Farmer.
Farmer on the tackle. Gonna lose a yard, second down and 16. Defense needs to continue to step up here. Big pass completion, got it down to the 20. A penalty and a loss of 1 has marked it at second and 16. Isaacs drops back, pressure on, and just threw it into the middle of the field.
And I don't.
Not sure who was throwing
there was
it
no
to.
one there.
Third and 16. Again, it's kind of that interesting spot on the field where it's probably 4 down territory.
Intentional ground. I wondered if they would. So that's a loss of down.
That's a loss of downs. It's a penalty and a loss of down.
So make it 4th and long.
Well, it's still going to be 3rd down. They just don't get the down back on the penalty, right? It was 2nd down, so they lose the down and the penalty. 3rd and 26. And there wasn't anybody there, Sim. I mean, I know there's going to be some fans that don't quite understand that, but he wasn't. I'm not quite sure what all the high school rules are, but he's in the pocket, and he dumped it in the middle of the field. He just did. So 3rd and 26. Tiger defenders need to keep their men in front of them. Tigers pressure on, sacked. All the way back to the 44. And I think they got a punt now. Cameron Farmer with the sack. And the bend but don't break defense continues. Timeout Tigers. We'll be back.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Serving Bluffton and all of Wells County, Bluffton Rent-Co offers the biggest, cleanest, and most reliable selection of equipment around. They offer small and large equipment like lifts and skid loaders, to lawn and landscaping tools, along with home improvement and construction rental equipment. Bluffton Rent-Co can handle all of your rental needs, including party rentals. Visit BlufftonRentCo.com to view their large selection of rental items, located at 975 North Main Street in Bluffton.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. 7-0 on the Nick Huffman with Steffen Group Real Estate scoreboard. Lakeland will punt it away. Middlestead near the 15. High end-over-end kick. And Middlestead will field it. A little bit of a dangerous option there.
Yeah.
Get a couple yards out of it.
He's taken down by a group of late.
And a flag tossed in the middle of all that. Well, we'll have a conference and talk about it. It was at the end of the play. There was personal foul against Lakeland.
So that'll tack on another 15.
And again, I'm just going to remind everybody, last year it was heated. It was a 7-2 game.
After the penalty, it'll be first down.
Kane Thornton got thrown out. It was multiple ejections. And it was sort of like that. I mean, it was at the end of the play. Guys were just kind of coming off from the tackle. Timeout. Lakeland, we're going to go back to break.
Is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. 7-0 Tigers. They got the football on their own 39. A minute 41 to go. They've got 2 timeouts to work with. Lakeland out of timeouts. And why not? Let's take a few shots downfield, Sim, but what you can't do is throw an interception.
Right.
They'll empty the backfield. Nern drops back. Finds Malcolm short. Malcolm will just skip out of bounds, stop the clock.
Yeah, he gave that look downfield. It wasn't there, so he made the, just a quick little outlet pass.
Again, Lakeland defenders downfield have covered the Tigers pretty well. They'll empty it again. 4-man rush. Looking downfield and broken up. Just hung up there too long.
Yeah, give the defender time to catch back up. Alec was open when the ball was released.
Just really didn't get his feet set real well to get too much zip on that ball. 3rd down and 7. Gets a nice block from Malcolm downfield. That was really all Bobby Malcolm.
Yeah, allowed him to get the first down.
Yep, allowed him to get out of bounds and get the first down to stop the clock. Excellent downfield blocking by Malcolm. And Tigers will get a new set of downs with $1:22 to go. Nern again on the run, and it'll scoot out of bounds.
Malcolm give him another good block there.
Hayden Nern's carry is good for a gain of about 10 yards.
Gets it down to the 40. Well, I tell you what, you keep that up, we're going to get in the range for Cody, and he's going to have the wind at his back, too.
Well, if I was Coach Kunkel, I'd want him to measure that.
It's very close again.
It's right on the 40-yard line.
2nd down and inches. And complete. Can he get away? 20, 10, 5, touchdown Tigers.
Hayden Nern's pass is complete to number
Cody Middlestead, his second touchdown of the night, and it took a little while for that play to develop, but they got Cody out in space again, and away he went. And Tigers, with under 2 minutes to go in the half, take it down inside a minute and put up 6 more. Cody out for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it's blocked. No good. So at 56 seconds to go in the first half, Tigers up 13-0. We'll take a break, be right back.
Hi, I'm Nathan from Shelton Financial Group. Our goal is to build long-lasting, deep personal connections with people like you. We want to help people who have worked hard, planned smart, so that they can live well in retirement. We believe money's a tool, not a solution. And that's why we take a different approach to helping people like you find financial freedom. Come visit us at our new location on the north side of Ossian in the old bank building. Feel free to contact me at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, Investment Advisor Representative of USA Financial Securities. Member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Well, at the end of that play, there was a flag thrown, and ended up being a personal foul against the Tigers.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, okay. So this is going to push the kickoff back to, what, the 25?
Yep.
Lakeland does not have any timeouts. Coach out to talk to the refs to find out exactly what went on. I mean, it was an extra point attempt.
Yeah,
Sam. It was blocked. I'm not quite sure what there is to get fired up about. But Cody's going to have to kick this thing off from the 25.
Mark Burlew and Dion Marshall. Kicking for the Tigers is Cody Kinsey.
And boy, they've had pretty good luck returning the football. You need to be a little bit careful here. There's still a minute, just about a minute left. Fielded at the 25, dropped, picked back up. Spins away, and the Tigers will finally stand him up and drop him inside the 40. So given everything we went through, probably take that. Marshall on the return.
Dion Marshall on the return. Takes it to about the 39.
48 seconds left.
Tackle on the play by John Rager.
You just can't give up a big play here.
No. And they've had some big plays tonight. So here we go. Twins on the far side, single receiver on the near side. They're going to keep it on the ground and bust loose. Runs into his own guy, and that did not look good.
That did not look good at all.
Looks like he's going to be fine, but wow.
Wow, that could have been really bad.
I'm glad to see him get up so quickly. That did not look good. Cole Shifley. Althouse ran right into the back of him. 2nd and 1. Clock moving at about 35 seconds. Isaac's going to drop back. Looking downfield. Has a man open and... Whew. That was a little tense. Ball hung up in the air a little bit. Loud. Who's over there? Is that Seth Bennett over there?
I think that's Seth over on that side. Give him time to catch back up, but he took a gamble going for the interception, and it went over his head.
I think he just kind of distracted him enough to lose sight of the football. But, yeah, that was, whew. That was dicey. 3rd and 1. Isaacs. Flag on
Lots
the
of
play.
flags.
Isaac's on the keeper was taken down by number 44, Cage Moore. There are flags on the play.
Well, you got to think that's holding. Yep, it's a hold.
So that'll negate the first down.
And with little less than 12 seconds left, we'll move the ball back to the Lakeland 40. So it's going to be 3rd down and 9 now.
After the penalty, 3rd down and 9 for the Lakers. Ball on the 40-yard line.
So again, no timeouts left for Lakeland. 13-0 Tigers. Cody Middlestead with a couple of scores. And they're going to keep it on the ground, and this should end the half. That will end the first half. Tigers will head to the locker room up by 13 on the Nick Huffman Real Estate scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. A professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Stop by the concession stand.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Stephan Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Ossian State Bank takes great pride in supporting our local football programs. We are the only community bank headquartered in Wells County. We've had the same name and downtown location for over 108 years. Ossian State Bank has given in excess of $1 million of contributions back to the community. We are locally owned and operated by many of your friends and neighbors. Stop in soon to see what makes Ossian State Bank special. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
And this is your halftime show brought to you by Ossian State Bank. For all your banking needs, Ossian State Bank has the same name and same downtown location for over 108 years. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, 102 North Jefferson Street in Ossian. Also visit their branch in Bluffton, Ossian State Bank. Well, we're not going to break any offensive records tonight, Sim. Tigers ran the ball 10 times for 50 yards. At 86 yards of passing, 19 plays for a $136. Lakeland, 54 yards on the ground, 3 for 10 in the air. I'm sorry, 28 times 70 yards on the ground, 54 yards in the air for 38 plays, 124 yards. Lakeland owned the time of possession, 16 minutes and 29 seconds to the Tigers' 7:31. But the Tigers, at the 6:39 mark, Hayden Nern to Cody Middlestead for the touchdown. 12 yards out, PAT was good. It was a 5-play, 48-yard drive. Took 2 minutes and 24 seconds, put the Tigers up 7-0. Tigers got the football back with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Nern took it down 5 plays, 61 yards, and 46 seconds. Connected to Middlestead for a 40-yard touchdown. The PAT by Kinsey was no good. And that's where we stand, 13-0 here at halftime. For the Tigers on the ground, Nern 5 carries for 29, Middlestead 4 for 23. And in the air, Middlestead 4 for 82, Malcolm 1 for 4. And while Cody gets the touchdown pass on that late drive, I think the key to that drive was really Bobby Malcolm.
Yeah, and those
blocking on a couple running plays by Nern. It was a big third down play, and I think it was, I don't remember what the situation was, 5, 6 yards, something like that. And it was really a Malcolm block that sprung Nern, allowed the drive to stay going. And then there was another about 10-yard pickup due to Bobby, and that, I think that opened the field up a little bit. And boy, once you get Cody in the space,
he's
not a lot of guys going to catch
him. Hard to catch.
And Middlestead caught the ball just in the middle part of the field, and he had the whole far sideline to go, and he just sprinted down towards the pylon, and the Tigers went up a couple touchdowns. But the extra point blocked, getting a little chippy out there.
Yeah.
Some words are obviously being said. We got unsportsmanlike conduct called by the Tigers late after that touchdown. And it wasn't a pretty half, but up 13-0.
Yeah, you look at it, the Tiger defense has held again. All year long they have bent and bent and bent. And, to allow the Lakers to have 16 minutes of possession in the first half.
And almost all in Bluffton territory.
And not give up any points.
Yep.
That says a lot right there.
There were a couple fumbles.
Yep.
Lakeland converted, I think, 4 fourth-down conversions.
And a couple of them were pretty long. One was a 4th and 9.
Yep, one was a 4th and 9. On the defensive side of the football, Kane Moore 5-0, Cody Kinsey 4-0, Farmer 4-0, Middlestead 3-0. And what's interesting about the defensive stats, Sim, is they're almost all solo tackles. So I don't know what to draw from that, but sort of interesting.
Well, it could be that the stats guys can only pick out one number.
Right, one number, right. With a number so hard to see, get one, be done.
Yeah, we're done.
Well, Sim, the weather has turned chilly. I think last week we were actually in shorts.
Yes, we were in shorts last week, and this week, today I had frost on my window when I left for work. I don't know if you park under the trees, so you may not.
I did not have frost.
I had frost.
But a little chilly coming here. Maybe not quite scarf and hat weather, but
no, but it's a little brisk.
It's a little brisk. What'd you say? It was going to get down to 20?
They were talking upper 20s in some areas tonight. So
of course, Austin up top, having to stay warm. I made sure he brought extra layers tonight. He said he did.
It's blowing a little bit again. Looking at the flags, and that makes it worse up on top when it's cold like this.
Got people out there in blankets all wrapped up. Cheerleaders not getting as many push-ups tonight.
No, they're not. They're not staying warm that way.
What was it? It was 50. I think it was 57-0 last week at the end of the first half.
Or 57-7. Didn't they score one touchdown?
I think so.
What did they do with the stats here? I've got them here. That's this.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
They scored 13 points, and it was 57-13 at halftime.
Okay, see how bad my memory is? That's not good.
Well, you had the 57, right?
57 points in the first half last week, 13 points here this week. And again, I'll just remind our viewers and our listeners that this is a 3A school, so it's a bigger school. So don't be fooled by their record. And last year, I think we went up to that game kind of in the same situation. We thought, maybe it was going to be an easier game. 7-2.
Yeah, it was a tough game last year too. So,
and that safety was, if I remember correctly, Tigers were pinned back in their own territory, and it was a punt, and it went over Cody's head back through the back of the end zone. So got chippy last year. Kane Thornton got thrown out of the game. It's been a little chippy here in the first half, and boy, we don't want to see anybody get tossed.
No,
if you get tossed, you got to sit out the next game, which means you're going to miss sectional play.
With Eastside coming up next week, we need everybody to be ready to go.
And what's bad about this, about it being chippy in the first half, is now the umpires and the refs, they're looking to keep control of the game, right? And if you get any of that in the second half, there's not going to be a ton of tolerance for it. So you really have to be disciplined. You don't want to lose anybody going into the next week. Eastside's going to be a very tough opponent. They're certainly one of the top 3 in the sectionals, and we just don't need it. So Tigers have got to be careful. Just stay disciplined. You're up by 13. Defense needs to go back to work. Offense, now has picked up a little bit. They've done some good things. And let's just get this game in the books and get on out of here healthy and ready for next week. But let's go ahead and look at the sectional. First, we'll look at the Sagarin ratings. This is sectional 35. So, here we go. Tigers, despite the fact they're 7-1, they're actually, according to Sagarin, they're rated 4th in the sectional. Eastside with a rating of just about 67. Fort Wayne Lures, 62. Fairfield, which is I think who we played in sectionals last year, lost to, 60. Tigers come in at just about 53, and then it falls off the cliff from there. Central Noble 31, Whitco 23, Woodland 23, and Prairie Heights 8. So that's what the rankings look like. Tigers right now, according to Sagarin, come in 4th. The top 3 only separated by 6 points. So now let's go and let's look at the actual brackets. And I hate the blind draw. I've never liked it. You're an old-time Indiana guy. Did you like the blind draw?
No, I don't like it either.
Yeah.
I mean, do this by the way they're seeded.
Yep, you should seed them.
Try and make this as competitive as possible. I mean, there's no reason to knock one of your top 4 teams out because you put them up against another top team.
Exactly. So, here's the brackets. Top bracket, Woodland 1-7 taking on Prairie Heights 0-8, which means a 1-7 or an 0-8 team is going to move on into the second round. Eastside 7-1, Bluffton 7-1 in the bottom half of the bracket, which means a 7-1 team is going to be out in the first round. Bottom half of the bracket, Whitco 4-4, Lures 3-5, and Central Noble 4-4, Fairfield 7-0. I don't like it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
I mean, from a fan perspective, you don't want to see that Woodland Prairie Heights game. And then the next round, you're going to have one of the top 4 teams taking on one of the bottom 2 teams.
Yeah. So pretty much, whoever wins, the Bluffton Eastside game
is walking into the
final game. Because Prairie Heights and Woodland have struggled all year long.
So I don't know why they do it. I just don't understand the appeal of it. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't get it. So if anybody has a comment on that, go ahead and send a comment through our YouTube page and just let me know why we shouldn't seed high school post-tournament or postseason tournaments.
You brought up a good point last week, with the NCAA basketball tournament. If they did a blind draw for that, you would have fans and schools would be up in arms. Can you imagine
the Big Ten fans?
Oh, it'd be.
Oh, it would be brutal.
Yeah, it would not be pretty, especially if you had, 2 of your top 10 teams playing each other on the first round. Yeah.
Well, we see our camera is slowly falling. Now we'll get a good shot of the top of the press box. In case you ever wanted to know what the top of the press box looks like.
Yeah, we're getting the
You're
fence
now,
right
you're
now.
getting the fence. You will soon see the.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago that camera did the same thing. We thought we had it tightened up enough last week, and it sort of stayed pretty well. And this week looks like it's drooping again.
It's drooping again, so we'll get a slow draw down to the bottom of the fence. So 13-0 Tigers. A Nern pass to Cody Middlestead. I think we have that on replay. So let's go back and look at what replays we've got. No, we don't. We don't have that on replay. We have the first fumble recovery on replay. So let's go ahead and look at that. Lakeland driving. This is the first drive of the night. They got it down near the 10. They pick up a first down at the 3. And again, just following his blockers. And finally, the ball pops out, and the Tigers hop on it. They didn't do anything much with it after that, but they kept them out of the end zone. And then we got just the end of the second touchdown. Middlestead looking for the pylon, takes it in. And that put the Tigers up 13-0. The extra point was blocked. And that's where we stand, 13-0 Tigers here at the Jungle. As the Tigers try to go 8-1. And I think Coach told us last week when the last time the Tigers were 8-1, but it was a long time ago.
I think it was back in the 60s.
Yeah, the records I have available to me doesn't go back that far. I mean, it goes back to 94. Well, we've been through a lot of coaches.
Yeah.
Just scanning through the coach list.
There for a while, it was a revolving door of coaches. So,
but looking for an 8-1 season, regular season, heading in the sectional play. Another game going on tonight on the Voice Sports Network. Norwell playing this evening. Norwell next week. That game's going to be on Saturday. So Tigers will be on Friday. Norwell will be on Saturday. And I get the pleasure of calling that game because our Norwell play-by-play guy's not going to be in town. So it's always interesting to go and call a team you've never called all year long, so you know none of the guys.
I remember we went to Indy one time and called a Southern Wells game.
But at least you recognize some of the Southern Wells kids because you see them kind of play year by year, right? So kind of some of the skills guys.
We don't see much of Norwell.
So we will have that game, but again, Tigers Friday, Norwell Saturday. Both games are at home. So I will pick up the call on the Norwell game. Sim, you're certainly welcome if you want to come
up and see what's going on
and help out. But that's I'm not sure who else. I'm not sure who's running camera or anything else yet, but we'll get that sorted out. That's a week away. That's like eons. That's eons from now. So there's what the top of the press box looks like in the evening.
It's dark.
Pitch black. Well, we got a little bit of a break. Let's go ahead and thank some sponsors. 13-0 on the Nick Huffman Realty scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Kathy Peterson of the Steffen Group is part of a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of how real estate and auction transactions are handled. With a strong background in customer service, Kathy believes helping people is the most precious gift she can give and is committed to being a partner with her clients through the entire transaction. Contact Kathy Peterson at the Steffen Group at 824-6353 or drop her a message at Kathy, C-A-T-H-I-E Peterson at SteffenGRP.com.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. A professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers on North Main Street in Bluffton, where personal service and trust become part of the memory.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. This has been the halftime show brought to you by Ossian State Bank. For all your banking needs, Ossian State Bank has the same name, the same downtown location for over 108 years. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, 102 North Jefferson Street in Ossian, Ossian State Bank. He's all right. He's got it. Sim. All right, we thought we had to make an emergency run up top, but we're okay. Tigers deferred. They won the coin flip, deferred, and this is going to go out of bounds. I would take it at the 35 here.
Looks like that's what the Tigers are going to do also.
All right. Second half football here on WellsCountyVoice.com. 13-0 Tigers. Tigers put up a touchdown inside the last 2 minutes of play in the first half. And Nern will drop back. Looking to the outside, completes, and crosses the 50. Who was that out there?
Wonder,
was that Rife?
That Rife, I think.
Seth Bennett.
Hitting Nern's pass is complete. Number 2, Seth Bennett.
So complete the Bennett.
For a Bluffton Tiger first down.
And he gets rewarded by having to come out of the football game. First and 10, Tigers sporting the green unis. Honoring the, I think this is what, the honor of the National Guard? Is that what the unis are, Sin?
I think so.
Middlestead gets pushed back, but not before he picks up about 5. Second and 5. Gibson comes out, Bennett back in.
Bring up second down and 4. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Be nice to tack on another one here.
Yeah, it sure would.
Four receivers set for the Tigers. Second down and 5. Nern will keep it himself. Puts his shoulder down, and that should be enough for a first down.
Hayden turn on the keeper for the gain of about 4
They're
yards.
certainly not a fan of measuring tonight.
No, they're not. I mean, they've had a lot of them, several, very close. They give the first down on this one, but two of them we saw earlier that sure looked like first down.
It was really close. 1st and 10 Tigers at the Lakeland 39. Nern drops back. Rolling right. Looking downfield. Has a man. Can he get it to him in time?
No, it's out of bounds.
Incomplete, out of bounds.
And Nern's pass is intended for number 12, Alec Wright.
Looking for Rife, but could not stay in bounds. 2nd and 10. Actually, that was looking for Gibson.
Gibson, yeah.
We can't see. Can't see them, especially on the other end of the field. Forget it.
We just take a guess on who it is.
And it's 2nd and 10. Tigers will empty the backfield. Low snap. Nern picks it up. Boy, nice little run by Hayden. That might be enough for a first down.
Yeah, because it's going to get him down.
Got that, he had that little stutter step.
26, yeah.
Boy, Hayden really running the football well this year.
Yeah, last year you about couldn't hardly get him out of the pocket, and this year he's really gained a lot of confidence on what he can do with the football.
He really reads his blocks much, much better this year. 1st down and 10 from the 27. Hand off the middle step.
He's gone.
Touchdown, Tigers. Cody Middlestead, number 3 on the night. Tackle and 6 more. What do you think? 2 points here, Sim? 2-point conversion, 19. I think that's what they're going. Well, I think you go for 2 here.
I don't see Cody out there yet. Yeah, they're going for 2.
So after missing the last extra point, Tigers, boy, they only have 10 seconds to go. They're going to have to get off in a hurry. 6 seconds, 4 seconds, 2 seconds. They just get it off. Nern's got him open, and they convert the extra point. 2-point conversion is good. And with that, at the 9:51 mark in the third, the Nick Huffman Realty scoreboard reads Tigers 21, Lakeland nothing. We'll be right back.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Welcome back, 21-0 Tigers. Sim, let's thank a couple sponsors.
Senior Money Life is a division of Christian Care Retirement Community and provides services such as banking assistance, bill pay, budgeting assistance, financial monitoring, and insurance advocacy for you or a senior parent. Contact Preston Carr at 260-296-0437. Senior Money Life is not a financial institution or a trust company.
Kickoff by Kinsey. Going to push him back near the goal line. Takes it at the 1, 10, 15. Gets to the outside, 20, 25. Chopped short just at the 30. Special teams for Lakeland's been pretty solid today.
Yeah, they sure have. They've had good returns on everything they've had.
Sim, let's go ahead and thank another sponsor.
The Bluffton Tire Incorporated, your hometown family-owned tire and auto service shop since 1962, is located right across the road from Bummy's. Yeah, they do tires, but they do so much more. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Bluffton Tire.
Here comes the Lakers. 1st and 10 from the 29. And they'll hand off.
That was a keeper.
Isaacs keeps it. And, boy, down the far sideline he goes. Nice 12, 13-yard pickup.
Everyone sort of gang tackled Al's house there, but he didn't have the football.
Colton Isaacs with the keeper. Gain of 12 yards.
Boy, I tell you what, man, we can't go to sleep on this team.
Taken down by number 2.
They've shown the ability to move the football. No points to show for it, but back in the shotgun goes Isaacs. Will hand off to his fullback, and he breaks into the secondary. Close to another first down, if not one.
Brock Marabees on the carry. Get about 8 yards on the play.
Give him 8. Second down and 2. So a couple of big running plays by Lakeland to open up the second half. They got some big guys along that line.
They do.
Isaacs keeps it himself, and he'll pick up another. Boy, spins away. And that's going to be a first down. And right now, Lakeland just pounding the football. Reminds me a little bit of that Greensburg game. You know, when we couldn't bring down that quarterback.
Yeah, Isaacs, he's a little shifty.
5'11", 185, the senior Colton Isaacs. Tigers up by 3 touchdowns, but once again find themselves inside their own territory. Isaacs again, and still on his feet, and Tigers are going to have to gang tackle him, but not before he crosses the 35 to about the 33, maybe the 32. It looks like Colton Isaac went into halftime and said, just let me run the football.
Yeah, he's sort of taken over here in the second half.
Boy, that line looks bigger every drive.
Yeah, the right side of that line, there's some pretty good size.
Check out some of the size of some of those guys if you can pick up their numbers. Isaacs will pitch out. Got room in front. Gets a good block downfield and pushed out of bounds. Near the 15.
Well, they've got one of their linemen is 300, number 77 Delapaz, and 75 Jaron Fry is 270.
We got timeout Bluffton Sim, and we're gonna go ahead and take a break.
Creek Farms, an online meat market, has a heart for people and a focus to provide a variety of locally raised, 100% grass-fed or grain-fed beef, pork, and poultry. Their shopping experience is easy. Simply visit HoosierCreekFarmsLLC.com, fill up your cart with high-quality, locally raised meats, and choose to have it delivered in an insulated box right to your front door. Or you can pick it up in Bluffton or Huntington. You can find recipes and cooking tips by following them on Facebook and Instagram. Begin cooking with confidence. Hoosier Creek Farms, high quality, locally raised meats. HoosierCreekFarmsLLC.com.
All right, welcome back. Let's thank a sponsor, and then we'll get back on the size of this offensive line.
ProFred Credit Union, you're invited to a place where you'll be treated like more than a credit score, a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFred Credit Union, you're invited.
So, yeah, Sam, you were talking about the size of a couple of those linemen.
Yeah, it's 300, 270, 265. I mean, there's some big boys up on that line.
1st and 10 from the 17. Lakeland has been down in this area a couple times tonight. Everything on the ground coming out here in the second half. Tigers will stop that run for a short 2-yard gain. 2nd down and 8. Ball marked right at the 15.
52, Reese Johnson. I don't know why I was saying 42 for a second.
7 minutes to go here in the third. 21-0, but Lakeland driving. 2-back set. They'll set him up in the eye. Right up the middle. Tigers will meet that head on. Pick up of a couple. Let's call it 3rd and 5.
Tackled by number 15, John Ringer.
Ringer in on the tackle. Certainly 4-down territory. So 3rd and 5 for the Lakers. Backs in the eye. Isaacs will roll out, stops, cuts back. Tigers still pursuing. Flag on the play and dropped for a sack.
They're going to get a hold, too.
Well, they'll turn that down. Is that Ringer back there?
I think so.
I can't.
Oh, personal foul. I didn't catch what the personal foul
Hit
was.
To the
Hit
head,
to the head.
I think. I think they may decline it, though. That's what Coach is saying. They started to mark it off, and I was wondering about that. It was a sack. Would they? Targeting. No, that's not the right spot. That's not the right spot. That's not the right spot.
Yeah, because it was a sack. It
was a sack. You don't take it back to the spot of the penalty. Gosh. Oh, my goodness. All right.
So what, we're fourth
After
and about
all that, it's fourth down.
4th and 16, 4th and 15.
They got to get down to about the 8. That's it. There, ball's on the ground. It's 4th down anyway. Nicely done, Tigers. That was big.
Yeah, it was.
That was really big.
They once again, the Tiger defense, with the help of some penalties, but Lakers are down deep in the Tiger territory.
Yep.
Not able to put the ball across the end zone.
So 21-0 Tigers. See if they can get another offensive drive going. The clock is under 6 minutes to go here in the third. Tigers offense. And pitch out. Middlestead. And that's coming back.
It's going to come back, but.
Well, Middlestead's going to take this to the house, but it's going to be all for naught.
Cody Middlestead with a gain of 72 yards, but there are flags on the play.
So that's coming back, unfortunately. That's got to be the most frustrating thing ever.
Yeah, Cody's had several of them this year that have been called back.
That's a bummer. Well, after they mark that off, it's going to be 1st down and about 19 to go.
After the penalty, it'd be 1st down and 19 for the Tigers.
5:40 on the clock. 1st and 19. Well, right now, you got to take care of the football, Sim. What we don't want is to throw a pick here. Little counter. Short gain. It's going to be 2nd down and 18.
Kane Moore on the carry. Gain up a couple yards. Taken down by number 77, Miguel Dillon.
Kane Moore on the carry. Next week, Tigers will have Eastside in the first round of sectionals. We talked about that at halftime. Eastside is the highest-ranked team in the sectional, according to the John Harrell Sagarin ratings. And Nern will throw in the flats to Malcolm. Malcolm's got nobody out there clearing a path for him, really.
Nern's pass is complete to number 20, Robert Malcolm.
They'll get it out pretty close to the original line of scrimmage.
Number 55, Evan
It's going to be
Clark.
3rd down and 12.
It's 3rd and 12 for the Tigers. Ball on the 26-yard line.
Twenty-one 0 Tigers. 3rd and 12 from their own 25. See if the Tigers can convert this. Looking downfield. Oh, just knocked away.
Nern's pass is intended for Seth Bennett.
Good defense
Incomplete.
by number
30, Owen Troyer on the coverage.
Owen Troyer on the coverage.
12 for the Tigers. And to punt for the Tigers is Cody Kinsey.
So Tigers will have to punt it away. 4:13 to go in the third. 21 0 Tigers. Kinsey to punt. He's going to have the wind at his back. And takes a little bit of a Lakeland bounce, and once again the Lakers in Tiger territory.
Been a lot of plays in Tiger territory tonight.
The defense has had to work hard. Sim, let's thank a sponsor.
Ossian Hardware, serving Ossian since 1938. Ossian Hardware is your best choice for hardware, paint, lawn and garden rental, and more. Get rewarded for shopping with their Best Rewards program. Visit online at OssianHardware.com.
A bunch of families kind of crowd around somebody over here. I don't know what's going on.
Sellers on the carry. Pick up a 3, 2nd down and 7. Clock continues to roll. We're down to the 3.5-minute mark. Twins either side. Isaac pauses and falls. Well, that's going to drop them back. It'll be 3rd down and about 12. 3rd, 13, call it. Well, this is sort of an interesting spot on the field too, Sim, because are you in 4-down territory if you're Lakeland?
It almost depends what they
you're
get
down,
here.
You're down three touchdowns.
You're down 3 scores, but if you're 4th and 13. Is a lot different than 4th and 4.
Isaac's going to keep it himself. Can the Tigers drag him down? They do. Now what do you do?
Now you're 4th and
10.
At this point, you about have to go for it.
Tackle the play by 44, Kane Moore. That brings up 4th down and 10 for the Lakers.
And they will. They will go for it. 4th and 10. They converted a 4th and 9 earlier in the game. They've had some downfield plays. A few guys that were open, and the pass was just a little bit too high. Isaacs drops back. Pressure put on. And that's going to be incomplete. And they will turn it over on downs.
A lot of pressure in the backfield by the Tigers there.
Yep. Nice, good work by the Tiger defense once again. And that'll stop the clock at $1:56. Tigers will get the football back up 21-0. And but one more touchdown, Sim, you think that's just that about that may
that
seal
about
it.
puts it away.
So see if we can get a drive going here. Middlestead broke one open, but it was called back on a hold. And Tigers will stack it up on the near side. And on the far side, Tigers will pick up about 4 or 5 yards. I think that was Cody on the run.
Cody Middleset on the carry. Gain of 4 yards on the play. Tackle on the play by number 79, Alex Pello.
Caden Gerber on the field. We've not seen a lot of Caden. I think he was hurt for several games. He's back out on the field. Looking downfield and complete.
Yep, that's Alec Reif, I believe.
And Reif with a nice catch. Gets it down inside the 30 to the 27.
That was a nice catch.
Yes, it was.
First down and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line.
It's kind of interesting. They keep bringing Bobby kind of just out in the flat. Look, see him right there just sitting in the flat?
Sort of the outlet guy, huh?
Yeah, big loss.
Yeah, I've noticed that earlier too, that Bobby is just sort of an outlet receiver.
That brings up second down and 21.
Wow, about 11-yard loss. Under a minute to go. Now we got just run one more play in this quarter. Second and long. And they'll pitch it out. Picking through his blockers and gets it back to near the 30.
Tony Middleset on the carry. Tackle on the play.
It's going to set up third down and about 12.
75.
Yeah, that'll do it for the third.
That's going to end the third quarter. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
We're here at Craigville Appliance. We just wanted to say to all the fall athletes, good luck on this season. Be safe, be strong, compete to the highest level. Always practice good sportsmanship. If moms and dads, I know it's time, washer and dryer season, we'll take care of you here at Craigville Appliance. We can deliver it, install it, no big deal here at Craigville Appliance. Good luck, have a great season, compete to the highest level.
Creek Farms, an online meat market, has a heart for people and a focus to provide a variety of locally raised, 100% grass-fed or grain-fed beef, pork, and poultry. Their shopping experience is easy. Simply visit HoosierCreekFarmsLLC.com, fill up your cart with high-quality, locally raised meats, and choose to have it delivered in an insulated box right to your front door. Or you can pick it up in Bluffton or Huntington. You can find recipes and cooking tips by following them on Facebook and Instagram. Begin cooking with confidence. Hoosier Creek Farms, high quality, locally raised meats. HoosierCreekFarmsLLC.com.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Bluffton 21, Lakeland nothing on the Nick Huffman with Steffen Group Real Estate Scoreboard. Sim, let's thank a sponsor.
Speaking of Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. Nick is part of the Steffen Group and can be reached at 827-8255 or find him on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman.
Big third down for the Tigers. Third down and 12. Dern will drop back. Looking downfield, has a man open. Touchdown! Tigers! Alec Rafe on the tip drill.
He never gave up on it.
Never gave up on it indeed. So Rafe with the touchdown. Tigers tack on 6 more, 27-0. Kinsey for the extra point.
Kinsey in for the extra point.
And here we go. Snap, the hold, kick is up, kick is good. 28-0 at 11:54 here in the fourth. We'll take a break. Be right back on WellsCountyVoice.com.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care. and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. 28-0 Tigers. We just got word that Eastside knocked off Angola 42-7. That is the Tigers' opponent next week, the Eastside Blazers. And tell you what, Tigers going to have their hands full.
That's going to be a tough football game.
It will be here at the Jungle. Sam, let's thank a sponsor.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated, be it preventative maintenance, repairs, or replacement, Bluffton Roofing owner James Worth will suggest the proper course of action that is best for your home. Bluffton Roofing, quality first home improvement.
Kinsey will kick off with the Tigers up by 28. Fielded at the 7. Flag on the play.
Deion Marshall takes the return to about the 28-yard line. But there are flags on the play.
We'll wait to see what the flag is. Sim, let's thank our sponsor.
Heidi Automotive Group, their next satisfied customer will be you, serving Wells County and the surrounding area with a great selection of new and used vehicles with an outstanding service department. Visit HeidiMotors.com to view their inventory.
28-0 Tigers. We had Cody Middlestead with a couple of touchdowns. Who picked up the third? I forgot.
Alec Rife, or the third. I don't remember either.
Well, that's not good. We shouldn't forget that kind of stuff.
Middlestead had 2.
First and 10 for the Lakers. Ball on the 15-yard line.
First and 10 Lakers. At their own 15, Isaacs fires it downfield, incomplete. Second and 10.
Intended for number 9, Deion Marshall, falls incomplete.
Second and 10. Or did Cody have all 3? Did he have the first 3?
He run? Yeah, that's right. He ran one in that first drive of the second half.
Bumped out of bounds was Isaac. Stops the clock at 11:37.
About the 18-yard line.
Third and 7.
Third and 7 for the Lakers. Tackles by 75, Garrett Pauly.
Pauly on the tackle. Big third down here. Boy, it'd be nice to turn these guys away. 3 and out.
They were laughing at that announcement, so I doubt it.
Triplets on the near side. And flag on the play. That'll push it back 5. They'll make it 3rd and 12.
After the penalty, it'll be 3rd down and 12 for the Lakers. Ball on the 13-yard line.
Tigers defense has had to work hard tonight. A lot of this game played in Bluffton territory. Right now, this has probably been the worst field position Lakeland's had all night. 3rd and 13 from the 12, or 3rd and 12 from the 13. Isaacs drops back. Tigers putting pressure on. Just throws it up there. And incomplete.
That could have very easily been intercepted.
Yep.
There were several Tigers in the area there.
And see if Lakeland decides to punt this thing away. And the punt unit is out. Middlestead standing at the Bluffton, or the Lakeland 40. 28-0 Bluffton. Boy, pretty good punt. Out of bounds at the Bluffton 45.
That was a good punt.
Well, Sim, after a quick first half, it slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, the Lakers have went a little more away from, a little more of a passing offense rather than a running offense. And
28-0 Tigers. Boy, if we get a touchdown, we get running clock.
Running clock, yeah.
Nern looking downfield, has a man open, complete, and Rife fighting his way forward to the 40. It's enough for a first down. Alec had a great touchdown pass. The pass was tipped, kept his concentration, pulled it in, put the Tigers up by 28. Tigers offense back on the move again. First and 10 from the 40. Nern drops back again, steps up, and is going to get dropped. And again, that's a coverage set.
Yep. He had nowhere to go with it.
Number 33, Kyle McBride, and number 75, Jason Fry.
Going to bring up second down and long.
Second and 16 for the Tigers.
Gibson will bring in the play for the Tigers. Sim, let's go ahead and thank a sponsor.
Kaler Nickel Foundation YMCA. Visit their facility at 550 West Dustman in Bluffton. When you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're part of something greater. Take the first step towards a healthier you. Join the Y.
They'll dump it off the Middlestead. Cody looking for a little bit of room. Brought down from behind. And it's going to set up third down and about 7 to go. Well, I think I have the question lined up for Coach Kunkel after the game.
All right. You know, last week you said I'd never guess it, and I never would have guessed the fact that we didn't get any baked goods. And the well, that's going to make it third and short now.
This will go against Lakeland. And, yep, that'll make things considerably easier. So 3rd and 2 now. And they're going to stay in the empty backfield. I think it's going to be a little shuffle pass to Cody. Nope. But they get it off to Cody. And that's going to move the sticks. Smartly stays in bounds.
Cody Middlestead for a gain of about 5 yards on the play. Tackle on the play by number 7, Mark Burlew.
Burlew on the tackle, and the Tigers will keep this drive moving.
On the 24-yard line.
First and 10. Two-back set. And they'll hand it off right up the gut. Gets hit hard after picking up a couple.
carry.
So Kane Moore will pick up 2, 2nd down and 8.
Tackle the play by 77, Miguel De La Paz. A 2nd down and 7.
Again, a reminder, next week, Tigers on Friday, Norwell Knights on Saturday. It's complete on the far side of the field. I'm going to guess that's probably Bobby Malcolm because that's where he's been hanging out all night long.
Pass is complete to number 20, Robert Malcolm.
Yep.
Number 30, Owen Shorter on the tackle.
He might still be tired from all those yards he ran
Yeah,
last
you think?
Friday night.
You think that's it? They'll empty the backfield again. And incomplete. What do you do here? You go for it? Might as well. I mean, the 3 points probably doesn't do much for you.
No, it doesn't.
The
Yeah,
touchdown will send you to running clock. Not like a 28-0 we're in too big of a danger.
And it's raining out there right now.
It is raining. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Poor Austin. The rain is coming down hard. Come on, let's punch this in. And he's going to pick up the first down. So Tigers keep the drive alive, and let's get 7 up here. We'll mark it at the 8. 1st and goal from the 8. I didn't realize that we were expecting
I didn't either.
any rain.
I just happened to glance up in the lights and saw it coming down.
Nothing there. Middlestead, no gain. 2nd and goal. Tigers sporting the green jerseys. I think this is for the Army Reserve. Guessing? National Guard? Second and goal from the 8. Nern keeps it. Trying to fight his way, still on his feet, pushing forward, looking, no.
Not quite there.
Gained 6 yards on the play.
Looks like they down to about the 2.
So 3rd and 2 from the 2. See what Coach dials up here. Nope, not going to get in. So it's going to be 4th and goal.
Tackle play by number 55, Evan Clark.
Well, what do you dial up here, Sim?
A 4th and goal on the 2-yard line.
Yeah, the option hasn't really been working real well tonight.
Yeah, we haven't had a ton of luck with that.
I don't know if you run maybe a counter, put Cody in motion and run a counter to the near side.
And they're going to have to burn a timeout. as the clock was running out. We'll be
Lakeland called it.
Oh, Lakeland called.
Is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Sim, let's thank a sponsor.
Daniel's Jewelers features bridal, fine and fun jewelry, fossil and citizen watches, along with Steel X and much more. Located in the Interurban Park in Bluffton, Daniels offers resetting and redesigning of your jewelry. Visit Daniels Jewelers in Bluffton or online at daniels-jewelers.net.
Okay, it's 4th and goal from just inside the 2. Tigers will come out in 2-back set, Moore and Middlestead. Twins on the far side, single receiver on the near side. Tigers trying to send this to running clock. And they will. Touchdown, Tigers.
Touchdown, Tigers.
Kane Moore from 2 yards out. 34-0 pending the extra point. And we can send this thing into running clock mode if we can just punch this thing through. Rain coming down here in Bluffton. It's good, 35-0. We head to a break. Nick Huffman's scoreboard reads Tigers 30-0, Lakeland 0.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Stephan Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Welcome back, 35-0 Tigers. Sim, for a while I thought the cheerleaders weren't going to get a workout, but
Tigers have sort of turned that around.
Decided differently, and they're pumping out 35 push-ups after that score. 35-0 Tigers, as they will cruise to win number 8 here in the regular season. East Side up next as sectionals open up next week. Kinsey is going to push this through the back of the end zone. Sim, let's thank a sponsor.
Stephan Financial. Tim Stephan and his staff at Stephan Financial Group are a full-service financial firm committed to helping people pursue their financial goals by identifying your goals and helping make sound decisions to reach them.
Under 5 minutes to go, running clock mode. So let's go ahead and thank one more sponsor while we got time.
Corrective Chiropractic. Dr. Josh Bell strives to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come with individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages. Don't suffer from chronic pain. Corrective Chiropractic can help. Located at 360 North Main Street in Bluffton.
Right up the gut goes Lakeland. And they'll go in hurry up mode. Well, maybe not. So let's go ahead and keep counting.
Kathy Peterson, Realtor. Kathy is part of the Stephan Group, a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of real estate. With a strong customer service background, Kathy is committed to help her clients throughout the whole transaction.
Isaacs will keep it himself. And down the far sideline. Sim, I'm guessing we have subbed out some of our starters out there.
Yeah, it sort of looks that way.
So second team defense in for the Tigers.
First and 10 for the Lakers, ball on the 45-yard line.
As we go to running clock. So some young guys getting some chances here. Isaacs will just keep it himself. Well, they're going to say the ground caused the fumble as the ball popped out. And we're going to give up some late touchdowns maybe here. Sim, let's go ahead and thank another sponsor.
Bluffton Rent Co. has the biggest, cleanest, and most reliable selection of equipment around. You'll find lifts, skid loaders, lawn and garden, along with home improvement rentals. Visit BlufftonRentCo.com to view their selection.
Yeah. Stop just short of the goal line. So again, just a reminder, we got the Lakeland first team running against the Bluffton second team.
Caleb Sillers on the carry, taken down by number 82, Dylan Hernandez.
Dylan Hernandez on that tackle. And Isaacs will take this in.
Colton Isaacs and the QB keeper, good for 3 yards and the Lakers touchdown.
Lakeland touchdown. Sim, let's thank a sponsor.
Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. Head on out to Green Valley Golf Club to hit some balls on their driving range, putting green, or play around. Green Valley Golf Club, where your friends play.
So 35-6. As Lakeland comes on for the extra point.
And to attempt the extra point for the Lakers, Jaron Fry.
Line drive kick is no good. We'll take a break. Be right back.
Kathy Peterson of the Steffen Group is part of a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of how real estate and auction transactions are handled. With a strong background in customer service, Kathy believes helping people is the most precious gift she can give and is committed to being a partner with her clients through the entire transaction. Contact Kathy Peterson at the Steffen Group at 824-6353 or drop her a message at Kathy, C-A-T-H-I-E .Peterson at SteffenGRP.com.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Scott Mincer, Sim Kipfer on the call. Austin Coons in the rain on top of the press box. Sim, let's go ahead and thank another sponsor.
American Mortgage Service Company, helping individuals realize their dream of home ownership by providing a top-notch best mortgage experience. Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 353-3300. Equal housing lender, Indiana State number 11063, NMLS 8246.
Do you think we're expecting an onside kick here?
It sort of appears that way. They were lined up on the wrong side of the field, though.
Well, that's one way to burn off a little bit of extra time. Let's just go ahead and line up wrong.
Well, the clock stopped with the score, so.
Well, that's true. I'm not sure I've ever seen that happen. Cody's down on the wrong side.
Yeah,
Everyone's on the wrong side.
Everyone was on the wrong side.
It's funny. 1:17 left. A late Lakeland score. And of course, let's throw a flag. You know, a minute left. It's 35-7. Let's do another kickoff.
You don't see many false starts on a kickoff, you know, so.
Oh, heck, go ahead and put those 3 seconds back on the clock. 8-1.
It's been a long time since we've been able to say that.
That's great. Congratulations to the Tigers on an 8-1 season. Coach Kunkel's got to be really proud of this group. Time to get them ready for next week. And heck, let's throw another flag. Yeah, why not?
The onside kick attempt by the Lakers is out of bounds. Flag on the play.
So they get the ball where it goes out of bounds if it doesn't make it to the 35?
Yep, so you got the option of re-kicking, taking it where it goes out of bounds, or taking it to 35.
I'd let it, you know, because now the clock's running since they taken the play. So if they'd have made them kick it again, the clock would have stopped again. So that's all. They might get one play off here.
Yeah, this is going to be the last play of the game. Well, they kept the first team in for this play. Let the first team close out the season.
Yeah, there's about a second and a half difference.
There is.
To snap
yep,
the
they're going to have to
I thought maybe they would wait long enough that we could have just stood out there and waited, but.
And now they can't decide who they want out on the line of
As long as they've
scrimmage.
got 11 players out there, that's all that matters.
And this ball game is over. We'll be right back with your post-game show.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you
Good
better,
job, Michael. See you.
faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
You don't have to sit at your desktop to listen to games on the Voice Sports Network. Take the game wherever you go. There are multiple ways to tune in: on your laptop, your tablet, or even on your smartphone. Tune into games on the Voice Sports Network at work, in your car, or even at the game. Be sure to tell your friends and family, and thanks for choosing the Voice Sports Network.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Here's the scoring for the evening at the 6:39 mark in the second. A 5-play, 48-yard drive consuming 2 minutes and 24 seconds ended with a Hayden Earn pass to Cody Middlestead from 12 yards out, 7-0. Then at the 55-second mark in the first half, Hayden Earn to Cody Middlestead from 40 yards out. Kick extra point was no good, 13-0. We head into the third. First drive of the third quarter, Cody Middlestead takes a handoff from 27 yards out. It's 21-0 after two-point conversion to Rife was good. At 11:54 of the fourth, a 5-play, 51-yard drive consuming just over 2 minutes. Hayden earned to Alec Rife after a tip drill pass. Extra point was good. And then to give the Tigers the 30-point lead, Kane Moore on a 4th and 2 from 2 yards out, punches it in. 35-0. Lakeland gets a late score against the second-team defense. And the Tigers cruise to a 35-6 win. But we weren't cruising through the first quarter and a half. So.
No, that's for sure. It was a little shaky there starting this game out.
But the Tigers got a couple late second quarter scores, and they just picked up where they left off in the second half. And a big night for Cody Middlestead. Cody also had one called back, a 70-yard run called back on a hold. So Cody finishes tonight with 6 receptions for 99 yards, 12 carries for 72 yards. Tigers ran the ball for 116 yards, threw for 190. He ended up finishing a very efficient 13 for 20. Rife with 3 catches, Caden Gerber with a catch, Bobby Malcolm with 3 catches. Defensively tonight, Kane Moore, 8-0 for Kane Moore. 8 tackles, nice night defensively for Kane. Ringer wearing that weird 15 number, 5-0 for him. Seth Bennett, 5-0. Cody Middlestead, Cody Kinsey, 5-0. Farmer, 4-0. So Tigers finish strong, and next week they will have a very good Eastside Blazer squad to contend with. They won handily tonight against Angola. They'll be right here at the Tiger Den, at the Jungle. And so what do you think tonight, Sim? What did you see tonight?
I saw, especially in the first half when 95% of the plays were in Bluffton territory, that defense stood up strong again and did not allow the Lakers to score. I mean, and to me, that's huge because the Lakers could have broken this game out early and really set the Tigers back on their heels. But that defense just sort of hung tough.
It sure did. And finally, the offense got some things going. They started to get Cody out into some space. And, boy, once they got going, they just continued to roll. So congratulations to the 8-1 Bluffton Tigers.
They're singing happy birthday to somebody.
That's awesome. Let's get Coach's headset ready for him as Coach should make his way up. 35-6 tonight. Again, late score by the Lakers. There at the tail end of the game, Tigers really from midway in the second quarter on controlled this game, and a pretty impressive performance tonight by Bluffton. Rain still falling out there, Sim, or is it?
I think it looks like it's pretty well stopped right now. Or if it is raining, it's very light.
Check, check. Hey.
8-1, Coach.
Hey,
feeling pretty good about that.
Hey, all the credit to our kids, man. First time since 1982. 82, they started off 10-0. Hey, man, it's a pretty incredible feeling. It's been a long kind of road to get here. We couldn't have played a much better season than what we did. South Adams is good, obviously, but hey, all the credit in the world goes to our kids. to my coaching staff. They put a bunch of time in. They worked their tails off to get the kids prepared, and just a real credit to our kids. So I'm very, very, very happy for them.
Hey, this Lakeland team, I know they only got a couple wins, but they've got some skills guys out there, pretty big offensive line, and they punched us in the mouth a little bit that
They're
first
a very
half.
physical team. Coach O'Shea, his first year there, his dad's a Hall of Fame coach. He's going to get the thing going in the right direction. And that's the thing with Lakeland the last 3 years now. They're always physical. And I don't feel it. We didn't have a very good practice Wednesday into Thursday. I was kind of worried about our mindset and stuff coming in. And to Lakeland's credit, they came out. They were physical. We took a little while to respond, but obviously we kind of made some plays there. End of the first quarter, defense stood tall again. Forced a fumble there in the opening series. We were kind of backed up, and then I think it was at the short punt we had, and then the defense stopped them on a fourth down. So defense came to play. They carried us early. Offense, it's kind of been the MO. We kind of found our stride there. So, pretty happy with the effort.
Yeah, one of the things I kept thinking about throughout this game was last year. That was kind of a weird game. 7-2, I think, was the final. And it was that game that Kane got tossed out of the game, and we did not have him available for the sectional game.
Correct.
And when this thing started getting a little chippy in the first half, Coach, I was thinking, boy, we just got to stay disciplined, and let's not do anything.
You and me both, brother, especially when number one got one there. So, and, hey, they're a physical team. They play with an edge. They play on the edge. We want our guys to play with that same mindset and that same edge. And sometimes things get chippy when you got, a bunch of testosterone and 16 to 18-year-old boys floating around out there. So, but, we withstood that. We kind of kept our heads. I thought our penalties were okay tonight. We had the one on Sportsmanlike, and I know there's a hold on Cody's long run there. But, short of that, I thought we were pretty disciplined. Especially with the way things were going there. So again, credit to our kids for what they did.
Yeah, 4 for 33. That may be a season. That may be a season low for us, Coach.
It might be. Hey, I'll take 4 for 33. Except we had one touchdown called back, but I think we got it back anyway.
So when you're up 28 and you're driving, are you thinking let's get this thing to 35 and get the running clock?
Absolutely. Yep. We were trying to get. We got a big one next week. So as few reps as we could get in this game was the goal. So really, really excited that we got Kane Moore in the end zone finally. Kid's been a heck of a player for us the last 3 years. So he always kids. He's not an offensive player. So we've been trying to get him in the end zone. It was 4th and 2, and to speak to the growth of our team, Jacob Landis and Cameron Farmer. Both looked at me and said, "Coach, have them run behind us. We'll get in."
All right,
nice. That's what you want to see. You got an offensive line who's really, I think, grown up. We had to make a late sub tonight. Austin Migrant stepped in for Will, kind of last moment, and I thought Austin played well. We protected Hayden. We gave up a couple sacks, but they're big up front. And but yeah, just happy there at the end to get it to 34, and then. I love Cody to death, but I always get a little nervous on the 34s. He seems
There's been a couple of 34s.
I joked with Morgan. I said, should we go for 2? But no, again, Cody's the best kicker in Bluffton history. So sometimes it's an adventure with him, but I love the kid to death. So.
I was just wondering whether that 37 number was going to throw him off a little bit tonight.
I told him that there at the last kickoff. I said, I like the way 3 kicks the ball up better than 37, so we'll switch back for you.
All right, so speaking of Cody, I just got to ask, on those punt plays, is that designed to kind of have him roll out like that?
It's a rugby punt. We kind of overload the one side, and it gives him an option. If he gets a look he likes, he's the fastest kid on the team. So put the ball in his hands and have him go. I think he tried to get a little cute that first time. And, it's kids playing football.
Sure.
And, you want your kids to be aggressive and make plays, and then sometimes they don't work. But, hey, he's like I said, he's the best kicker in school history, so we'll give him some leeway.
So 8-1, Coach. Just talk about what this means to you, what this means to the program, and as you look back on the regular season here. Obviously we got Eastside coming up, but just focusing on this regular season. what are the things that has stood out for you this year?
I think just our growth. We started at Northfield, and we had 3.5 new offensive linemen, and we weren't sure if we could consistently run the ball and protect Hayden. And to the growth of the offensive line, I think, has been one of the great things. The way Hayden developed with his legs, that gave us a completely different look offensively in terms of what we're able to do. Our defense, really all year, you take South Adams out, right? But our defense all year has carried our team at times. And just to see the growth in a kid like John Ringer, who's kind of really grown into a leadership role in our team, and just to kind of see the joy that we kind of have to play. I mean, these guys genuinely like each other. So you've got a team. In my 4 years here, we get excited when we make big plays. That hasn't always been the case. And we had to coach that a lot, year 1, 2, and even into year 3. So these guys like each other. They like being around each other. So I'd just say just our growth overall. I think there's been really important games throughout the program since we've been here for 4 years. I think Jay County and Bremen year 1. I think make it to a sectional championship in year 2. I think in a weird way, the Fairfield game last year was one where we didn't perform like we should, and I think that's kind of driven us this year. And then I think the Greensburg game. I think the Greensburg game was absolutely huge for our kids. So you kind of put those things together, and you kind of look at it like that. It's been 4 years of work to get to this point, but like I told them in the huddle, I love being 8-1, but I want to be 12-1.
Sure,
so
sure, absolutely.
That's or 13, whatever, 11. I want to win a sectional championship. Let's put it that way. Okay. So
yeah, and the Greensburg game is sort of interesting, right? Because I mean, had Southern Wells fielded a team this year, that game's going to be a much different game. Have you not? If you don't play that week, I mean, obviously that changes the whole dynamic.
Sure.
But to travel down there and to win like you did. I mean, I agree. That was really big.
That was a big game because, again, we're down 14 with 8 minutes left, 2.5 hours away against a 3A football team, and our kids were like, "Yeah, we're going to win." And it's stuff like that when you got a group of kids who believe like that in each other and they believe in you as a coach, that's what makes things special. So it's going to take all that and more a week from right now. So that's going to be our focus.
All right, Coach, when you win basically 35-0, it's pretty hard for me to come up with something. Last week I had to pull out the baked goods question, but I do have something for you. So
let's hit it. Let's hit it.
Do you know what time it is?
Yeah, I know what time it is. It's time to bring it on with Coach Kunkel. Bring it on. Bring it on.
Okay, Coach Kunkel, it's time to bring it on.
All right, Coach. Last week, Bobby Malcolm breaks a record for receiving yards, right? And you got him have him sitting out here on the flat all night long.
Right.
What was your thought process out there?
It was the looks they were getting. They were the middle of the field was what was open. They were giving us the middle. They were kind of covering our kids on the outside, and we liked our crossing routes with our slot guys. We liked Alec Reif over the middle on his kill routes. So it's just kind of what they gave us, and that's the great thing about the spread is that, okay, you want to load up and take Bobby away, great. Alec Reif had a really good night in the middle of the field. Cody Middlestep flaring out. I thought our run game did some good stuff. So it's just and the cool part about our team is that Bobby is as happy as anybody that we're 8-1. You know what I mean? So last week was his week. Tonight, he maybe got 3 or 4 catches, but who knows? Next week might be another night for him. So that's the cool part with the spread is that when you've got a group of kids who can all make plays, yeah, you want to take that away, fine. Let's try to move to something else.
Well, having said that, I forget which drive it was, but I don't know what was the last drive of the first half. I can't quite remember, but we were heading this direction, and I think it was 3rd and maybe 5-6 yards, or right around down in this area, and Bobby threw a great block down here.
Yeah.
Hayden pulled the ball down. Bobby really sprung him loose, picked up the first down. The next play or two, basically the same situation.
Sure.
He springs him loose for another 10, and then we're down here on the 40, and I think Cody breaks off a 40-yarder to score. But those two plays, Bobby, I mean, it was Bobby. I
And
mean,
that's-
it was
and again,
he set those up.
When you got a team of kids who care about each other, right? Bobby wasn't getting the ball that play, but you know what? He blocked his butt off, and he sprung a teammate. And that's what we've been trying to preach for 4 years now is that, you know what? Forget about me, I love you, right? Bobby wants to make a play there so that Hayden can make a play so we can keep the drive going. So all the the credit goes to our kids. They're all in on what we're doing here, and it's just like I said, it's a matter of time till some really good things happen. So.
And I don't want to forget to talk about Alec. He had a couple big catches tonight. One down here over the middle was just a great catch.
Oh, yeah.
And then the one for the touchdown that got tipped, and he kept his focus and pulled him in.
Yeah, and that's what we Alec is that kind of kid. I love the kid. Some days he's not very much fun to coach, but I love Friday Alec. Monday through Thursday Alec. Sometimes he and I don't see eye to eye, but he's got all the potential in the world. He's really, really fast. He's strong. He's tough. Again, and he wants to be good. He wants to be the guy to make those plays. So when you got a group of kids who want to be the guy, who don't want to sit back and watch somebody make the play, but to go make one. Again, you got the makings of a special group.
And the last guy, I mean, you talked about a little bit offensively. Kane gets the big touchdown, but 8 tackles tonight for Kane Moore.
I mean, again, Kane's another kid. I've known him since I've been coaching him since 7th grade. There's a lot of grays on this head of mine that have Kane Moore's name on them. But Friday nights at 7 o'clock, that kid is ready to go. So happy for him. He's been a kind of an anchor of our defense, and to get him in the end zone tonight, and he's a good Friday night kid that I love the kid, and he would do anything for the program. But I do have some gray hairs named Kane, so that's all right.
All right, Coach. Great night tonight. Let's get it done next week.
Yep, I appreciate it, guys. Let's go get it.
35-6. Tigers finish 8-1, Sim. And our final regular season WellsCountyVoice.com player of the game. What do you think?
I know what I want to go with, but I'm going to let you pick, and then I'm going to give you my pick.
Well, the easy pick would be Cody, right? I mean, he had 3 touchdowns. But I'm going to go with Kane Moore tonight. He gets the touchdown, gives us running clock, and he had 8 tackles.
And I think it's the defense.
Okay, but who on the defense?
It was the whole defensive team in that first half that stopped the Lakers from scoring.
All right.
And I understand Kane Moore getting it too. So I've picked several. We'll let you have this one tonight.
Thanks for tossing me the bone. Kane Moore tonight is your WellsCountyVoice.com player of the game. I think you're kind of cop out by calling the whole defense. It's one guy.
Yeah, but man, I tell you what, without that defense tonight, it could have been a very different ballgame.
All right, Sim goes with the entire defensive squad. I'm going with Kane Moore. Nevertheless, it's still 6-1 for the Tigers to finish up the regular season. Next week, we're right back here to take on Eastside. Thank you for joining us here on Wells County Voice.